Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel and leave a like. As for our returning viewers, welcome back. William Leonard Roberts II, born January 28, 1976, known professionally as Rick Ross, is an American rapper, record executive, and former athlete. Prior to releasing his debut single, Hustlin', in 2006, Ross was the subject of a bidding war, receiving offers from Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment and Irv Gotti's Murder Incorporated, ultimately signing a multi-million-dollar deal with Jay-Z on Def Jam Recordings. Ross released his debut album Port of Miami through the label later that year, debuting at the top spot on the Billboard 200 album chart, with sales of 187,000 units during the first week. Ross released his second studio album, Trilla, in 2008, once again debuting atop the Billboard 200. Outside of his solo career, Ross was a lead member of the hip-hop group Triple C's, alongside fellow Florida rappers Gunplay and Torch, in 2005. Ross founded the record label Maybach Music Group in 2009, on which he released his studio albums Deeper Than Rap in 2009, Teflon Don in 2010, God Forgives, I Don't in 2012, Mastermind and Hood Billionaire in 2014, Black Market in 2015, Rather You Than Me in 2017, Port of Miami 2 in 2019, and his 11th and most recent studio album Richer Than I Ever Been, was released in December 2021. Prominent music industry acts have signed to Rick Ross through the Maybach music label, including Meek Mill, Wale, and French Montana, among others. In early 2012, MTV named Ross as the hottest MC in the game. William Leonard Roberts II was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and raised in Carol City, Florida. After graduating from Miami Carol City Senior High School, he attended the historically black college Albany State University on a football scholarship. Roberts worked as a correctional officer for 18 months from December 1995, until his resignation in June 1997. Rick Ross is a Christian, and in an interview with Corey Coco Brother Condrey on Lift Every Voice, he indicated that I had told myself at one point, no matter what I go through, I never question God. In addition, Ross indicated that he prays every time he goes on stage to perform. In July 2008, The Smoking Gun produced details linking Ross's social security number to an 18-month stint as a correctional officer at the South Florida Reception Center, along with a photograph first publicized by Media Takeout purporting to be Ross in his correctional officer uniform. Ross initially denied that the photograph was of him, but after overwhelming evidence of his past came into the public's eye, Ross later admitted that he did work as a correctional officer in Florida for 18 months between 1995 and 1997. In a 2008 interview with AllHipHop.com, Freeway Ricky Ross claimed offense that Roberts used his name and identity when he learned that The Smoking Gun posted documents revealing Roberts' previous employment as a Florida correctional officer. On October 14, 2011, Ross suffered 2 seizures in the same day, once in the morning and again in the early evening. Following the morning seizure, he was unconscious and CPR was performed. After suffering the second seizure, Ross was admitted to a hospital in Birmingham, Alabama, where doctors ran a battery of tests. They declared him healthy. Ross attributes the episodes to a lack of sleep in the previous week. Ross later noted the incident in the remix of Meek Mill's song I'm a Boss, with the line "Had a couple seizures, call it minor setbacks, everybody praying for me, I respect that, woke up in the hospital, where my check sat. Then I put 8 chains where my neck sat." Motiony. Motiony is the world's first, all-in-one, live picture ads and engagement posts creation app that can make profitable video ads for all available advertisement spots and video posts on all 9 major social media platforms, add all messaging apps. It has reinvented video advertisements and video post creation with an app making brain-stopping videos from single picture. Motiony was created from the ground up to give the power of video, without the hard work or time required, but still allowing your subscribers to leverage the power of video to engage their audience, get more leads, and sales. With video advertisements and posts made in Motiony, they may get instant traffic and sales. Motiony can make converting video advertisements and posts instantly for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Reddit, and Tumblr. All it takes is 3 steps to make incredible live pictures with Motiony. Benefits of Motiony: exclusive VIP access are unlimited renders, 10 animations per each picture, and up to 1 minute exported video length. With just $9.95 today, then you will be charged $9.95 each month to continue with your VIP All Access Pass and get 1 year VIP All Access Pass to Motiony for a one-time payment of $69. Cancel both plans anytime. Both plans include a commercial license and gives you 5 months free versus monthly option. Click the link on the description box and take advantage of the Motiony. On January 27, 2013, while celebrating his 37th birthday, Ross and his girlfriend were the targets of a drive-by shooting in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Neither Ross nor his girlfriend were hurt, but they ended up crashing their car into an apartment in an attempt to escape the shooting. On March 2, 2018, Ross was hospitalized after being found unresponsive in his Miami, Florida, home from a possible heart attack. Ross was on life support. He was released from hospital just a few days later. Ross has 4 children: Ty Roberts, William Roberts III, Berkeley Hermes Roberts, and Billion Leonard Roberts. Ross was briefly engaged to Lyra Galore Mercer in 2015. On May 16, 2023, he announced via Instagram that he plans to run for mayor of Fayetteville, Georgia, where he resides, in 2024. In January 2008, Ross was arrested on gun and marijuana charges. During a deposition of Officer Ray Hernandez, a Miami Beach police officer who arrested Ross, Ross's lawyer, Alan Zamran, asked Hernandez why Ross's case was assigned to the gang task force. The officer stated that it was because Ross claimed affiliation with Triple C's, aka Carroll City Cartel, and other known gang members. Zamran pressed Hernandez for a personal link between Ross and the gang members, but the officer did not provide proof. In August 2008, YouTube entertainer DJ Vlad filed a lawsuit against Ross for assault and battery. Vlad claimed Ross organized an ambush on him at the 2008 Ozone Awards in Houston, Texas, for asking questions about his past as a correctional officer. In June 2010, Freeway Ricky Ross sued Ross for using his name, filing a copyright infringement lawsuit in a California federal court. Jay-Z had been called to testify in the lawsuit, as he was CEO of Def Jam when Ross/Roberts was signed. Freeway Ricky Ross, a reformed drug kingpin, sought $10 million in damages in his lawsuit. Also, Freeway Ricky Ross threatened to block the release of Ross's album, Teflon Don. A week after the lawsuit was filed, Rick Ross responded to the charges. "It's like owning a restaurant, you're gonna have a few slip and falls. You get lawsuits, you deal with them, and get them out your way. Sometimes you lose." He denied rumors that he would change his name to Ricky Rizze as a consequence of the lawsuit. The lawsuit was thrown out of court on July 3, 2010. The album Teflon Don was released as scheduled on July 20, 2010. A federal judge ruled that the case should be refiled in California state court because it fell under California state law. Freeway Ricky Ross refiled the case with the state of California, and the federal case is on appeal in the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit. The state case was filed in 2011 in California. Freeway Ricky Ross refiled in Los Angeles Superior Court with publicity rights claims. Trial was set for early May 2012. The case was dismissed by a judge in the Los Angeles Superior Court. The California state case was updated with a motion in Freeway Rick Ross's favor as to Warner Brothers Records and their use of the name and image Rick Ross in July 2012. The New York Post reported that a trial was set for August 27, 2013, in Freeway Rick Ross vs. Rick Ross and Warner Music Group. On December 30, 2013, the court ruled in favor of the rapper Rick Ross, allowing him to keep the name based on a First Amendment ruling. In 2011, the rapper Teflon Don filed a trademark infringement lawsuit against Ross for the use of the name as an album title. On March 26, 2011, Ross was arrested in Shreveport for possession of marijuana. According to the police records, a strong odor of marijuana was detected from his room at the Hilton in downtown Shreveport. Ross was arrested on June 27, 2014, in Greensboro, North Carolina, following his performance at the 2014 Super Jam at the Greensboro Coliseum. The arrest stemmed from a year-old warrant for another North Carolina arrest related to marijuana possession. Ross reportedly failed to appear in court for that violation in 2013. On June 24, 2015, Rick Ross and his bodyguard were arrested in Fayette County, Georgia on kidnapping and assault charges. Both were accused for forcing a landscaper into a guest house and beating him in the head with a handgun, allegedly over money he owed Ross. On April 4, 2017, Ross pled no contest to a felony count of aggravated assault. The other felony charges were dropped. Ross was sentenced to time served in jail, having already been incarcerated for a week, and was also ordered to pay a $10,000 fine. Ross was sentenced as a first-time felony offender, and, upon payment of the fine, the conviction was erased from his record. Ross pled no contest to 5 misdemeanors: assault, battery, 2 counts of pointing a pistol at someone, and possession of less than 1 ounce of cannabis. For the 5 misdemeanors, he was given a total of 60 months probation. As of 2017, Ross owned several different Wingstop restaurant locations. Wingstop is a fast food chain specializing in chicken wings. When Don Lemon was fired from CNN in April 2023, Ross offered him a job, saying, "For some reason, I believe you know what you're doing with the lemon pepper wings. So man, just send over your resume." In January 2009, Ross started a feud with rapper 50 Cent because he supposedly looked at him the wrong way at the BET Hip Hop Awards in 2008. 50 Cent told news sources that he did not remember seeing Ross there. In late January, "Mafia Music" by Ross leaked onto the internet. There were several lines that seemed to diss 50 Cent. Days later, 50 Cent released "Officer Ricky, Go Ahead, Try Me," in response to Ross's disparaging remarks on his Mafia Music song. Before going to Venezuela, 50 Cent uploaded a video entitled "Warning Shot," wherein he stated, "Rick Ross, I MMA fuck your life up for fun." In addition, 50 Cent released the first of a series of Officer Ricky cartoons. Early in February, 50 Cent once again made a video which he uploaded to YouTube in which he interviewed Tia, the mother of one of Ross's children. She verifies that he was a correctional officer and claims his whole persona is fake and fraudulent. On February 5, 2009, The Game, who 50 Cent has a long-standing beef with, called up Seattle R&B station KUBE. When asked about the beef between 50 Cent and Ross, Game sided with 50 Cent and said that things are not looking good for Ross. He offered to help, stating, "Rick Ross, holla at your boy man," and, "50 eating you boy." On his album Deeper Than Rap, Ross references 50 Cent in the song In Cold Blood. A video for the song was released that portrayed 50 Cent's mock funeral. Upon release, Ross stated that he has ended 50 Cent's career. That same day Ross released a new diss track called Push 'Em Over the Edge. The next day 50 Cent released the controversial video A Psychic Told Me, dissing DJ Khaled. On February 12, 50 Cent responded with Tia Told Me, along with Lloyd Banks' response Officer Down and Tony Yayo's Somebody Snitched. In an interview, 50 Cent said Ross is Albert from CB4. "You ever seen the movie? He's Albert," he added. "It never gets worse than this. You get a guy that was a correctional officer come out and base his entire career on writing material from a drug dealer's perspective." On January 30, 2013, 50 Cent claimed via Ducked Twitter that the drive-by shooting that Ross experienced on his birthday 2 days ago was staged, reigniting the feud. A year later, on March 28, 2014, Rick Ross was asked about his feud with 50 Cent. He stated that he does not wish to speak on him anymore, and that he is done with the feud. A year later, on March 28, 2014, Rick Ross was asked about his feud with 50 Cent. He stated that he does not wish to speak on him anymore, and that he is done with the feud. His feud with 50 Cent has been resurfacing. The reason of the second reignition would be because of Ross's MMG record label artist Meek Mill, who defended his mentor and criticized 50 on his 4/4 CP. In a line on rapper Rocco's 2013 song UOENO, Rick Ross raps the line, "Put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it, I took her home and I enjoyed that, she ain't even know it." A petition containing 72,000 signatures was presented to Reebok, demanding they drop Ross as a spokesman for the lyrics which appeared to condone date rape. Ross has apologized for the lyrics, claiming they weren't about rape. On April 11, 2013, 1 month after the song's release, Ross was dropped by Reebok. Reebok stated, "While we do not believe that Rick Ross condones sexual assault, we are very disappointed he has yet to display an understanding of the seriousness of this issue or an appropriate level of remorse." They continued on to say, "At this time, it is in everyone's best interest for Reebok to end its partnership with Mr. Ross." Though Ross apologized for the lyrics, he also argued that his lyrics were misinterpreted because he did not directly use the word rape. He says, "You know I would never use the term rape in my records, in reality some people do these things, and shouldn't it be brought to light so young women can protect themselves?" He continued on Twitter, "I would never use the term rape in my records, and as far as my camp, hip hop don't condone that, the streets don't condone that, nobody condones that." A 2013 Ross concert organized by the Student Association of Carleton University was cancelled after protests that his lyrics promote rape culture. Rocco later dropped the Rick Ross verse in order to get radio play. In 2017, Ross was criticized for stating in an interview that he never signed a female rapper because I would end up fucking her and fucking the business up. Ross quickly apologized through a Facebook post where he called his comments insensitive and a mistake he regrets. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you do so and also like the video and leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching.